1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belschnickel the Priest,
and Cuddles the Brewmaster.
It's about to get real.
And welcome to episode 79 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US. Today is April 25th, and we would like to thank you for tuning in to our special Draven Dresden show. Thanks for updating the show notes, Sal, because I read things. I am Cuddles, and with me this evening, Belschnickel and Sal. Hi, guys.
What up, what up?
In this episode, we have the one and only Draven Dresden. BlizzCon tickets are sold out. Nate and Terrards are here with the Guild Haps. And Cuddles is back from PAX East.
What? Hey, everybody. What is up, chat room? Bell, how have you been doing, my friend?
Dude, I've been doing good, man. I'm not as cool as you. You know, I wasn't at PAX East, handling my business, man. But I've been here down in the little town, man, little town that I live in, and just doing my thing, man. Playing some video games when I can. Been playing The Division still. I'm loving that game. If anybody out there is playing The Division and you feel like hanging out, the people that I was supposed to play Division with just haven't shown up. I'm not calling out any names, but their name might rhyme with Schmiddle Schmugget. So other than that, man, I just been chilling, man. Just, trying to play, get ready for D3. Season 6 coming up, hopefully pretty soon. And Overwatch is coming soon for everyone. Open beta, should be coming soon. So, dude, there's just too many games, not enough time. But I'm enjoying it, man. This is a good time to be a gamer and be alive.
This really is.
This is a good time for that. So it's good. Life is good, man. I'm just enjoying life. Oh, dude, Game of Thrones last night. No spoilers, obviously. No spoilers ever. Never for me. But dude, wow. Anyway, it's just a good time to be everything, and that's what we're doing tonight. So yeah, man. How you been, man? How was PAX?
Oh my gosh. So my very first time at PAX, my very first time in the Northeast as an adult, and being from the South and going up north to see all these like Yankee people. Of course, I'm like totally freaked out. I think everyone's gonna be mean and horrible.
Wait, I'm from up north. I'm from Massachusetts, bro. Am I mean?
No,
yes.
But I think I imagine like people get stabbed. Like that's what I think of. So my only perceptions of like New York is like gangs of New York. That's my entire idea of how New York is.
That's not even that was a period piece.
So Boston, my
only thing about New York is that
all I know about Boston is Good Will Hunting. So I was expecting some guys to like come along and like beat me up.
That's wicked bad, dude. Wicked bad.
Wicked bad.
It was. I'll tell you, my whole time up there it was just a wicked pisser. The whole time it was like 5 people told me I was wicked smart, and I was just like, "Hey guys, just stop right there, okay?" I parked my car over in that yard over there, and I just couldn't find my khakis all weekend long. It was incredible.
Nice.
How many people from Boston did you actually speak to while at PAX East?
So a lot, actually.
I doubt that.
Thursday evening, I hung out at like a local bar. I actually got somebody with a crazy accent to say, "Hey, you're wicked smart."
You're wicked smart, guy. Did you go to the Cheers
really
bar?
Cool.
Did you go by the Cheers bar?
I did. So Cheers bars are everywhere, and they're evidently like it's like they're everywhere.
Like
I didn't go by like the real one. No.
No. Did you go by Quincy Market? Did you go by Fenway Park? I mean, did you have any time for any kind of fun, PAX stuff, or were you
so
just
I went to like
fun. Was it only PAX or was it fun?
Faneuil Hall. I went to we went to the oldest bar in the U.S., the Bell in Hand. I got to do a little bit of exploring downtown. It was a whole lot of fun. I wish I would have had more time. There's a lot of history, a lot of cool stuff to see. I was very proud of myself. I rode the subway and like buses, which is like totally new to me. And outside of that, like PAX, So PAX versus BlizzCon. PAX 10 of 10 better convention
Whoa.
in the hall.
Wait. Back it up a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna have to break that down. Like detail.
Okay.
What is this? Like in the main
So what was
area?
what was on the floor, I enjoyed more than the floor of BlizzCon. However,
Wow.
the community
That's
and everything outside of the floor doesn't hold a candle to what BlizzCon is and the feeling around BlizzCon and the community and the people and that feeling of family.
So you know you're on a podcast about the community, right? Like, okay.
Well,
so
that's
you're
what I'm
standing-
here for. Like,
you're
the
standing in a
community's
hallway.
great.
One door is BlizzCon. One door is PAX, East, West, whatever it is. You're going to PAX if there's no community.
I go to PAX and then I hang out at the Hilton Bar afterwards.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well,
I mean, like really, there was
that's pretty cool. That's surprising.
The amount of line. Oh gosh, thank you for that, Twitter. But the community around BlizzCon makes it 10 times. Like it doesn't. PAX doesn't even come close. But all the games, all the devs that were there, all the Twitch personalities that I got to meet. I got to hang out with Raynad for a little bit. Which, if anybody plays Hearthstone, he owns Tempo Storm.
Nobody plays Hearthstone. Man.
The thing about BlizzCon though is it has become like an esports kind of thing. Like, it's just tournaments everywhere.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, like, okay, so
It's good. I like that stuff. but-
the opening ceremonies at BlizzCon, though, I don't think anything at PAX touched that at
Dude,
all.
Yeah,
That was an incredible, like, magical moment in my life. Like, that's in, like, the top 10. But anyway, PAX was awesome. I had a blast. Got to hang out a bunch with Thule as well, which big shout out before we do shout outs to Thule. Sunday, I did not have a ticket I only had tickets for Friday, Saturday. And Thule actually gave me his ticket for Sunday.
Wow.
And like he bought me a dinner, like we had hugs, we had beers together. It was a great time getting to hang out with Thule. It was a lot of fun. He helped me get around a little bit. So,
This is a great dude, man.
yeah, it was a great time. Dukeris, from CTR, formerly from Monk Meditation, was also there with his significant other, Polly. And yeah, it was a really cool time. I definitely enjoyed it.
Cool.
I will be back.
Well, fine.
Sal, what about
I'll
you?
be at BlizzCon.
You've been doing things?
Okay, so people at work be calling me Becky with the good hair all day today.
Did they really?
Do either one of you get that?
No.
No.
Becky
I'm not
with the good hair?
No. Crickets.
Becky with the good hair.
Crickets.
Chat room.
Oh my
I
God.
still don't.
Oh my God,
Becky.
Becky. Like that?
Oh my. No, what is this Becky with good hair? Because really, at this point, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Literally crickets. No one in the chat room. No
Like
one.
seriously.
I don't know that anybody outside of you right now knows. I mean,
And I
nothing-
feel like
we're getting
normally
nothing in
when
the chat room.
somebody tells a joke and it falls flat on their face,
and then you
like,
kind
they
of
don't
pretend to like, think it's
linger.
funny. You're like, ha.
Yeah. But they don't I want to see
You
a
know
comedian
what?
go up
Sometimes I
and have a
feel
bad
like I
joke
only
and
ever
then
hang out with men.
get angry at the crowd because they don't get it.
know anything. Is something really big happened over the weekend? Something really big.
BlizzCon tickets sold out Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's just say the top 10 downloaded songs right now. I think 2 of them are Prince and one of them is one other person.
Okay.
And
Is her name
anyway.
Becky?
No, not at all. And I hang out with too many men, I swear. But
What if Settles and I like we're not dudes? Like
Wait,
I don't know.
What, I don't have good taste in music now? Also,
I don't know about Becky with the good hair.
I need all my ladies to tweet me.
Oh.
I need all my ladies to tweet me.
Do we have
and
any?
let
Do
me
we
know
have any?
what that you know exactly what I'm talking about, and yeah.
Do we have any
no one
gamer
in the chat room
girls
knows
in
they're-
the chat room right now? Any gamer girls? Come on, somebody. I'm looking at the viewer list now.
It's Beyonce.
we have-
Beyonce did.
Beyonce did it.
She
Okay,
did
there you go.
Ladies
T
and
Stormy.
Becky with the good hair.
There you go. T Stormy.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for Googling it. And,
Oh, Furbala.
oh,
like-
Furbala. Okay.
That was awesome.
Hey, Furbala actually knew. No, that was a really, y'all need to watch that. If there's like anything, like, Lemonade is a visual album by Beyonce, and I think it has changed music. And
Wow.
I wasn't even a big Beyonce fan until I watched that last night. I just clicked on it. I just watched it for a few minutes, and then about 45 minutes later, I've found myself with my mouth just wide open, just cannot take my eyes off of it. It's crazy. So yeah, so that's all we did at work today. We made like a work chat room about Beyonce and Lemonade, and just talked about it all day long. But there was very few men in that chat room.
I'm not really into Beyonce.
No,
I
feeling her.
Never
would have
done
said
it
the
for
same
me.
thing 2 days ago.
Okay.
never
okay.
done it for me.
I would have said the same thing 2 days ago.
Okay.
Plus this. But the other thing that I've been watching on YouTube was the story of Overwatch. It was a 3-part series on GameSpot. And the first part of it talks about how how they had that MMO that code name was Titan.
Yes.
And it failed, and it talked about how Overwatch kind of came out of the ashes of Titan, and yeah, I really recommend it. It's got all kinds of interviews with all kinds of game devs from the different types of things. Like character development, story, like art and all this stuff. It's 3 kind of short videos. Well, no,
It's on
not
YouTube?
super short, but it's on YouTube. It's on GameSpot, and you just look up, Google the story of Overwatch, and it's in 3 parts. And I really think they all should watch that. Yeah.
I heard the first comic came out like recently too. Like the first, like it was McCree. It was like a comic, digital
Like
comic.
a physical.
No, like well,
physical comic?
it's a PDF. I think you can download now, but it's like their first one. That's what I heard.
I didn't see that, but that sounds awesome.
I'll look it up.
me.
I'll look it up and maybe
Cool.
we'll post it before the show's over. But yeah, it was like the first. It was the first comic strip thing they did. It's got McCree on it and stuff.
I've been watching the videos.
Yeah, digital comic.
But that sounds great to me.
There's a
You've been playing some
McCree
Diablo.
digital
I've been seeing
comic?
you playing some Diablo.
That's all.
That's all. I mean, you got the season coming up in 4 days.
Yeah.
Who knew you'd become like a hardcore Diablo person? Like, I didn't know.
Ooh. Yeah. Like, yeah,
But
no.
it's good.
I mean, that goes without saying right now.
Are you going hardcore with us this season?
I don't know.
Oh, Sal, come on, Sal.
My last 2 died, though, and then I didn't have them anymore.
Just play better. Like,
Oh, just do what you're doing, but totally different and better.
do what you're doing, but this time better.
Don't suck.
I hear you though. Just then fine, do both because I'm only gonna play hardcore.
I'll do both.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
I'll play with the people I've been playing with.
Everyone in the chat room saying go hardcore.
Go hardcore. Well, of course, WoW Challenge is gonna say that. Let's see. Grapple with short. Oh, Nate is okay for reasons. Yes. Okay. Okay. If I look at the chat room, I will be distracted this entire time, and I believe we should move it along, Cuddles.
Yeah, why don't we head on into the main event? Which tonight that means our wonderful friend, the amazing, the incredible, the epically failing Draven Dresden. Let's see if we can find Draven and get him in here.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find him, and it could be a thing. We can hang out with him and do things on the internet.
On the internet.
On
By the way, anyone is
internet.
welcome to live tweet the show and let us know how you feel about Beyonce, Diablo, and Overwatch, and Beyonce.
And Diablo, and there went everyone left. Remember how you said we should have made sure these things were working? Yeah, that's a thing we should have done.
Yeah, I
huh?
said we should do that, and then you said no. But I'll tell you what, you know that song where she talks about hot sauce in my bag swag?
No.
Well, turns out she's got a baseball bat called Hot Sauce.
Why is she so angry, Beyonce?
You gotta watch it, man. You gotta listen.
Really?
Do we have a Draven?
Oh, looks like we got something.
Do we have a Draven?
We want Draven.
Arthas and Uther walk into a building. Arthas asks, "What is that switch for?" Uther replies, "For the light."
Nice. I like that, actually. I like that. For the light.
For the light.
What's going on, Draven? How you doing, man?
Oh, not bad. Apparently my camera is turned off. Let me fix that.
Uh-oh. Here comes
Yes,
a wild Draven appears.
Oh, I know Draven.
I told
It's
you,
me.
Draven.
You know, it's one of those things that, what's going on, my man?
Not a whole lot right now. A long day at work today, though. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 13-hour.
Whoa. Well, first of all, like, what do you do for work, man? Like, you opened up the can. Like, what's the deal? Like, 13-hour day is real deal, man. Holyfield.
Retail.
Okay. Hey, man, that's 24-hour business right there. So.
Oh, yeah. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
That is not a fun shift.
All
So
right. Well,
Yeah. Go ahead, Sal. No, Sal, take it away, Sal. Get us into the Draven, man. Let's break it down.
okay. Well, first of all, like you were supposed to be here last week, right? And we told everyone you're gonna be here last week, and you weren't here last week. You had computer issues. Okay, tell all us computer nerds what you did to fix it. What's going on?
Funny story. First, I was like, it's got to be my video card. I don't know why it would be, but it's got to be because it's just my... Making sure I was not muted. I've been having that issue with this headset.
No, we can hear you.
Yeah. I was thinking video card. So I get a new one, and it's still not working. I'm thinking, oh, crap, please not the motherboard.
Oof.
That would not be fun. It turns out it was one wire that was buried. Part of it had melted.
Ooh.
Yeah, but there was no burnt plastic, no burnt wire smell. So I was like, okay, whatever. Got a new one, shielded it better. Everything was fine.
Nice.
Woo.
And you got a new video card out of it.
Well, I took that one back.
It's like, hey, I took that thing
I
back.
don't-
That wasn't the
I don't
problem.
I have to get a new motherboard to use it. So I was like, I'll just take it back. I can use that money to go towards the thing I didn't get Wednesday or Saturday.
Now, for people that are listening right now that don't know who you are, because apparently, like, everyone alive knows who you are, like, and knows you by name. Like, I was like, who's Draven? Now that I'm seeing you, of course, I remember seeing you and talking to you and having a good time, but like, who is Draven Dresden, man? Because you're like all over the place, man. Like Twitter, you're like the real deal. So tell everybody who doesn't know who you are, where you came from, without the obvious, like your mother's womb.
You see, Belle, when a man and a woman love each
Yes,
other. No, I am what I would call controlled insanity. Every now and then I open the floodgate and weird things happen. But for the most part, I try to keep it pulled in. In terms of like Twitter and anything else, I find something I think is funny, or I think of something that I think is funny, and here you go. My characters in WoW apparently started the left shark thing for Darius.
Yep.
Sorry.
So not sorry.
I did not know that was you.
Sorry,
Okay.
not sorry. That was me on my second rogue. Cause yeah, I did that. I don't play WoW nearly as much as I used to. Now I play Garrison Craft.
Yeah. Garrison Craft. Nice.
Hearthstone, without buying any packs at all. I have enough gold that I am going to be buying 79.
Whoa. You've
Wow.
never bought a pack?
I bought one pack in beta for the card that could not be disenchanted because it's awful. And after that, I haven't spent a dime outside of the adventures. I did buy those.
Wow.
Cool.
Heroes is another story.
Yeah.
Just this weekend, might have dropped about $40 on skins and mounts.
Dude.
Wow.
Did you buy it during the sale they had over the holidays? They had a massive
Some
sale
of
on the
them.
holidays.
Some of them. Most recently, I got the MVP black mount because I couldn't get the Cloud9 one because my computer was dead at the time.
Sal and I have
Ooh.
the Cloud9 one. We bought them the same night, remember? Yeah. Not rubbing it
Did
in,
it
though.
together. It's like the best 10K I ever spent.
It's awesome.
Well, it's not that. It's not
It's
that.
kind of like the best mod I own, but whatever. It's just not
Yeah.
that big of a deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel sorry for people that don't have it.
yeah.
Draven.
I
know.
counted up all my heroes. I've got 10 level 10s.
Whoa, you've locked in some hours, my man.
My newest one is Tracer, actually.
How is Tracer? I haven't used her yet.
Stop! You get level 10 in Tracer already?
Yeah, I
She-
would have had it on
she came out,
Wednesday,
like,
but I
2
had to
days
work
ago. Didn't she come out like? Did she come out
Tuesday.
last? Yeah.
Yeah.
How is she? I haven't even played with her yet.
If you know how to play her, she is almost unkillable.
I heard she's super squishy. I mean, as she should be,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a little ball of squish.
but she's nasty, huh?
You are basically just going up and go poke, 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 and you're just poking people to death. You're not really doing any real damage. You're doing a little bit
Just
at a
annoying-
time,
annoying
but
people.
so fast that the health bar just goes.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and you just zip around the entire map, and I got yelled at because I'm apparently not a laner, but I was laning faster than the rest of the team.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's tons of fun. I just gotta get some gold for the master skin.
Man, you're serious, bro.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna assume you're playing some Overwatch too, then.
Every now and then,
Yeah.
I intentionally did not play it anywhere near as much as I wanted to, just because if I did, I would be like, I have all this stuff, and now it's gone.
That's why I haven't been playing a ton.
Yeah.
Like Tink, one of my buddies was like, "Dude, how come you're not playing Overwatch?" I'm like, "Why am I gonna play and invest all this time, get all these cool like sprays and all this cool stuff, just to lose it?" I'm like, "I'll get in hardcore when it's out, and I can actually keep the stuff, keep the level, everything." Sal played a little bit, but you were having some issues, Sal, right? You were like, I don't know if I can do this.
You know, it's that first-person perspective. It makes me dizzy. In fact, I was watching the thing that I recommended the other day, and there's sirens in the background, and there's just nothing in the world I can do about that.
It adds to the ambience of the
You
show,
know,
man. We're like in Hell's Kitchen right now.
Right.
Widowmaker's gone by. It's okay.
Well, so yes, it makes me dizzy, that first-person perspective. And I was watching the story of Overwatch, and same thing happened.
That makes me sad
Yes.
knowing you're not going to be. So you're not going to be playing. I mean, obviously,
well, you know, I want
getting
to.
sick
It
is not part of the gaming experience that we want to
Yeah,
do.
I can't play more than like
That
2 games
stinks.
at a time, and then I have to like lay down. And I was watching those videos, and it's like really cool with the interviews and stuff. You got Chris Metzen and cool, you know. And then it would show gameplay, and I would just have to like look away. I can't do it. And you know, there's that movie that's coming out, and there's a trailer. It's called like Hardcore Henry or something like that, or something, where
Don't go see it.
yeah, it looks terrible.
No? I thought it looked awesome.
It
Like
looked
horrible, but so
it
horrible.
looked
It's great.
interesting, but every single review I've seen of it is it misses the mark on every possible level.
Well, even watching that trailer made me a little bit dizzy.
Man,
So
Wow.
like
That makes you
it's
sad.
just that first person perspective that I just cannot wrap my brain around. That's unfortunate because I wanted to like it. Seems fun. I was playing Lucio and I was having a lot of
oh
really
man,
good time.
Lucio is so fun.
like shooting people with sound waves.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
he's-
fun, right? But then I'm like,
And the music's kind of playing in the background. You're kind of getting into it. Then you switch it up. You're like, boom, let's go for
Yeah.
speed. Let's go for healing. Yeah, he's
oh yeah, this is my jam, guys.
he's fun. He's chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, hey,
it.
Outside of being terrible at the game, I have no problem playing it. Watching competitive matches, I'm right there with you, Sal. I can only watch a couple, and then I'm like, okay, got to turn it off for a bit.
but those kind of games, I think it's almost like anything. When you're playing it, it's different because you know what you're looking at. Watching someone else play, I could see where that would kind of get like, because you're not looking at what they're looking at. It's easier to get dizzy, I think, when you're not actually playing. You're not watching. You know, you're not playing and watching at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I've never had motion sickness from any video game ever, or anything ever. And just a couple of the pro games on Overwatch was enough to. I'm starting to get a little nauseous. I'm more nauseous. I'm gonna hit pause and go do something else.
You're gonna see people streaming the game and throwing up into their keyboards.
No,
Well, I'm taking a break.
I don't think so at all because I think FPS is a really, really, really popular genre and one of the like original like PC games. You know, out there as far as like everyone
Yeah,
playing it
going
and
back
stuff.
to like Doom, GoldenEye. I mean, all those games from back in
Yeah,
the day.
even the original Team Fortress. Oh,
Duke
what
Nukem.
like the
Left 4
original
Dead.
like Team Fortress just started out as a mod for
Yeah.
I forget. But like this is incredibly popular. Most people have no problem with it at all, and it like FPS.
You never played any Call of Duties or anything like that, or
I tried, but I never really gave those a chance because
long
like,
enough?
well, it's
Dude, bro.
the whole
Get in here.
who
Play
What?
some Call of Duty. Come on.
Call of
Call
Duty.
of Duty's
No,
kind of fun too.
Well,
That's the
Dubro,
whole
bro,
thing, the whole,
dude.
like,
It's
the whole
awesome.
like realistic war thing has no. I mean, there's nothing about that makes me want to play it, even in the slightest.
Call of Duty has rocket packs now. Like, come on.
I was more of a Battlefield fan, but
Yeah.
whatever. I want to ride tanks and like jets and like jump out of buildings and deploy a parachute.
I played a game at a Vietnam game that's going to be coming out at PAX East that I am like just absolutely tickled pink about.
First person.
And want to play? Yes. First person, like hardcore bullet dynamics, like one shot kills you. Whole lot of fun. I can't wait. Rising Storm 2, Vietnam. Little plug.
Okay,
We're
I
assuming
want
it's
to
in.
hear about Draven Dresden.
No, we're going to talk about my experiences at PAX now that we have Draven here. I don't want
I'd
to
like
hear from him. This show is about me,
No,
isn't it? No?
how
Draven, do you have any questions for Cuddles?
Draven,
I'd
what
like
do you
to
have
know
to
how
say
Draven
about me?
came into the guild.
Yeah, how'd you get into
What's your
Convert
guild
to Raid,
story?
sir?
Listened to the show. I had a raid group on my paladin, so I joined on my mage, who was horde, just like every single one of my other characters.
It's expected.
And yeah, I moved 3 so
Mm.
far. And I got semi-popular on my mage. Like, okay, this guy kind of knows what he's doing. He's playing fire, but doesn't have best in slot gear. Which
Who was
is
your
kind
first
of
raid team when you first came over?
I pugged a lot when I first came over.
Okay.
Orc Busters ended up being my actual. I was in raid on my paladin with you.
Were you in the video that we did?
No, I joined just after.
Oh, okay, okay. The OB.
You know, but like literally the day after that video came out,
You're like, I'm here for the video.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was fun.
yeah. Mega Code
Yeah.
got me in, and I was like, yeah, I can bring my paladin. I'm actually better geared and know the character better. And I was a little under geared because I hadn't played in a while due to real life stuff. Got some gear, and my names went from near the bottom of the list to near the top of the list for the DPS meter.
Okay, can anyone here do a really good Mega Code impersonation? Anyone? Like, hey, Draven, we'd really like to have your paladin on the team.
But it's more. Okay, I like what you're doing, but can you give it a little bit more like happiness? Like, hey, Draven. It's got just give it a little bit more happy.
That's it.
Mega has like this happy like, hey, dude, I need you to come out and help me out with this thing that we're doing. Like you had it better than you had it. I liked what you were doing. Just give it a little bit more happy sauce. Try it again.
No, I think you nailed it
No,
just
no.
now.
Sal, you had it. You had it. Cuddles, what do you think?
I've never really heard Mega Code talk, so I really don't know.
That's like a bad Batman.
I
That's
got,
what that is.
I got no idea.
That's
I'm like Batman after a few
That's like
a few bottles of James wine coolers. I was just here to have a good time.
Okay,
I wonder-
guys,
Where
so
Mega-
there's
anybody know where Robin went?
a lot of avoidable damage on the floor, and I know we're better than this. So next
yeah.
time, let's pick it up, and we're gonna beat this thing. We're gonna beat it this time.
Yeah. I like it. That's good.
Oh, jeez.
A Mega Code. Okay.
Like,
So you're just listening to the podcast, the Convert to Raid podcast,
Yeah.
right? And you just decided to make the switch, or what happened? What made you like click over?
I went from a dead guild to CTR. That's what really it was. The guild died. So it's a great story, I know.
Not only is it great, it's very unique. No, actually, I think all of us came from guilds that were dying. Like I was like days from quitting the game when I came over to CTR. I was like, I'm pretty much done. Like, you know, it's this guild saved me, man.
Yeah, if not for this one, I might have joined AIE, but honestly, I probably would have just quit.
Wow. Well, that's
And then I wouldn't have found out about, heroes or anything like that, and I wouldn't have had all those level 10s.
Now you host a podcast too, right?
Host one, co-host another.
Tell us about that real quick, man, before we let you go.
Oh,
I mean, you might as well, man. You're here. I want to hear about
yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, no, where do I begin? During Siege of Orgrimmar, there was a few of us who were joking around. They just announced Overwatch. I was like, I want to do something like that. And then, we bouncing ideas back and forth. And a couple raid team members and I had decided, let's just do an all-around Blizzard one. That way we can cover everything, including Overwatch. I was like, okay, we need to think up a really funny name because the name means everything. And we had a list of 20, 24. And then someone who wasn't going to be on the show and is now a co-host came up with Epic Fail.
Okay.
Because everyone has that moment where they do something so horribly wrong. Cuddles, you know all about this.
Yeah.
Where you do something so horribly wrong.
I remember the day I said yes when Sal asked me to come on here.
And then you were like,
Big mistake.
I know, right?
Big mistake.
Tanking man are off, whatever. But yeah, everyone has that moment of you did something horribly wrong and it's just hysterical. So there are some actual screw ups in our show every week, but a lot of them are on purpose, believe it or not. And we leave that stuff in. I intentionally leave some of those in just because they're funny, at least to me. And that's, the important thing. If someone else finds it funny, cool, awesome. If not, well, you know what? Oh, well.
it's a free show. What do you want?
Yeah, it's free.
Refund your money.
Yeah, here's your money back, thanks. We cover every Blizzard game, some a little more in detail, like WoW. I would love to get some more Heroes people in because right now, out of the three of us, I'm the only one who plays it. And I would say the same thing about Overwatch, but I was the only one who had the beta, which was a funny story. I actually got it because I met a guy at BlizzCon. I just walked
That's a good story. That's a good story. Tell it.
at opening ceremonies. I'm with a friend of mine. Get up to get some concession because I was thirsty. I was like, I'll get something to drink. Don't worry, I'll come back and get something to drink. The couple in front of me. So I thought was a couple in front of me. It just turns out two people talking. We get near the line. Eventually, I jump in the conversation and he turns to me. How do you like Overwatch? I was like, I would love to tell you about that if I could play it. He's like, you're not in? No. He hands me his phone. He's like, put your email in there. I'll get you in. And then all of a sudden I see his Blizzard employee badge.
Nice.
I'm like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, put your email. And he hands me this massive tablet of a phone. And I type it in, and my co-hosts give me crap for this. I only typed my email in because I was like, what, really? That whole thing, and just blew my mind. So I got Overwatch beta because of that. I pretty sure I got WoW Legion beta alpha because of that. And I don't know if I'm put on the friends and family list or not, but it seems like it.
When you're in that moment, man, and someone gives you the phone and says, "Hey, put your stuff in there," it's not about anyone else at that moment. It's about you. You know what I'm saying? I got the same thing. I had a Blizzard employee say, "Hey, you want to get in with your email?" I had one of my homeboys tank right next to me. Did I mention his name? No. Did I ask him what his email was? No. Did I try to get him in the beta? No. He's still salty. But at that moment, man, you got the phone, you put your info in, and the rest of it be darned. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you at that moment. So don't feel bad about that,
Yeah. It was just one of those weird things. I was like, And every time I mention anything about beta or alpha or anything like that, I say thanks to whatever his name is. I never knew his name. I never saw his name or nothing. But I always say, hey, thanks. That was awesome. That kind of thing. So yeah, there's that. And then you mentioned Totem in the intro earlier. He's actually the host of the other podcast that I'm on. I get to be the noob in that show again. It's all about Overwatch.
I like Totem.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's
stuff.
coming on to talk about Overwatch, so
Yep.
that'll be cool.
And I get to rag on him all the time about it because he's super into it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Like he loves the high end, and I cannot. I'm interested, but like I said earlier, I just can't watch too long of a period of time. And I'll give him crap about it. This last week, we just did episode 7, and we were the first one that released for the week. And I don't know if I can actually say the show title due to family friendly.
Huh.
Lol.
But yeah, we were the first one that released it with that. There was a team that has a semi-explicit name, and we were the first one to release it. And then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 others used very similar.
There is a competitive Overwatch team out right now by the name of My Dong.
Competitive, professional.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they from Taiwan?
No.
No,
Announcers are having to call this out.
Really?
As in, My Dong is dominating. My Dong is falling behind. Uh-oh, My Dong just got blown up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently, we can say it, but there was a comment about things like Trojan needs to sponsor them, or some other adult website needs to sponsor them, and then Totem goes off and says a guy whose online name is called Reinforce.
Oh my
I'm gonna let you connect the dots on this one. So
Wow.
yeah, we were the
Wow.
first ones to use their title, and then all of a sudden, like 3 more popped in with it.
Hey, people are having fun. They're being creative.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all right. That's all
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, epic fail last week. We just did number 57.
Wow, so you guys have been going for a while, man. That's good.
Yeah, we just did our year last month, and other than maybe like 3 weeks, we've done every single week.
Nice.
Wow.
Sounds
Sorry,
nuts.
the chat room just
No,
like
hey,
Yeah, the
Since-
chat room is
Exploded with
going
my
into
dong.
like they're going to My Dong. They're just going crazy.
Since we just actually talked about Heroes Never Die in your Overwatch podcast, I actually had something since you were on here that I kind of wanted to surprise you with, if that's okay with you, sir.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know the surprise yet, so I'm not
So-
sure if I'm okay with it.
I was just at PAX East, and it's completely up to you and Totem what you want to do with these two. Keep them, do whatever you would like. But the Overwatch comic that just came out, the digital Train Hopper comic, I actually have for you and Totem. I have 2 copies of the actual
awesome.
physical copy of the comic. This was the only Overwatch swag that I could snag. So I have one for you and one for Totem.
That's awesome.
I'll get
That
those
is
to you
awesome,
guys
Cuddles.
soon.
Thank you.
Um,
I won't speak for Totem, but I'm probably gonna frame it and have you sign it or something.
well, I was looking for like Cap or somebody around there. And I couldn't. I tried it. So I went to the media entrance.
Just call him Cap.
Yeah.
I was looking for Cap.
Yeah, J-Cap.
Yeah. Nice.
Jeff Kaplan. You're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
J-Cap.
All
It's like I was looking for Cap.
So I walked up to the media entrance of the Overwatch booth because the line to wait to play Overwatch was like 2 hours the entire weekend. It was literally one of the most popular things at PAX East, which is incredible. And I walked up to the media entrance and tried to talk my way in. And I was like, listen, no. I have a Blizzard podcast. I'm a co-host of another one. I was just on an Overwatch podcast. They weren't buying that shit.
I just want to talk to Cap real quick.
I was like, is Cap back there? Let me.
J-Cap.
Jay,
Jake,
what's up, bro?
me and C
Come
Mets
on.
are over here. Come on.
It's Cuddles. It's your boys. me and Hosey are going out later. Hosey
my
Linka.
Lord. Okay,
Oh.
well.
Hosey Linka.
Hosey Linka.
So, Draven Dresden, I
Yes.
bet you've got some people you want to shout out to as we start wrapping this up.
No. Totem for hosting the Heroes Never Die Overwatch podcast. My co-hosts, Theory and Scarlet.
Is that Gank Theory?
Yes.
Oh man, I like Gank Theory, man.
Yeah.
Gank Theory's
Yeah.
mad cool too. All right.
He does all the graphics. I do most of the show notes, and Scarlet's a girl, and I'm picking on her right now.
Wow. All right, cool, man. You got some cool pieces
No.
on there.
Yeah, no, she's cool. I pick on her all the time because she mains a DK, and that's never a good thing. But other than that, Sal, I know you don't always like my sense of humor because you brought it up to me more than once. But like I said, insanity. It just happens.
It just happens.
Yes. Other than co-hosts, I will give a preemptive shout out to anyone who sells me a BlizzCon ticket because I still need one.
You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Draven Dresden, friend of the show, is looking for a BlizzCon ticket.
And not only will I give you a shout out, I will buy you a drink at BlizzCon.
Oh, look at that.
And if Belle's the one who does it, I'll buy him a Pepsi.
Very good, man. You have a good memory, man.
I was going to say,
Every
Draven,
now
you
and
don't
then.
drink either, huh?
Not very much.
Oh.
I had 5 all weekend.
Yeah, and it was like people like putting them in his hand. He's like, okay.
Man, rocking that Pepsi Cola shirt. What up with
Get the
that?
Pepsi shirt on.
I would
Oh,
do the same
jeez.
thing, but it's not Pepsi. I threw my Pepsi bottle away, but I will do this.
David Bowie in a Labyrinth shirt. Oh my. Oh, was that from Loot Crate?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Please don't. What? Oh, I haven't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cuddles.
Thanks.
I got a different
Thanks.
crate.
I might as well burn
Spoiler
this
alert.
now.
I got the epic.
It's been out for like a week.
I
Cuddles,
was
got
in
the epic crate.
Boston.
He was in Boston.
I was
I
in
got the-
Boston doing the
Cuddles.
things with the guys.
Cuddles. I got the epic crate this month. So you're gonna get something different.
Oh,
No.
yours is not so epic. So you'll be
your
fine.
shirt's
You'll
not
be
gonna
fine.
be as
You'll be
cool
fine,
as
Cuddles.
ours.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I get a shittier, a badder shirt. Whoops.
Good thing you're editing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm
Okay,
going to
now
go
that
through and
we've
find
done
that.
the shout outs, Draven, how can our lovely guildies get a hold of you on Twitter and let you know they have a ticket to sell you?
I am at Draven Dresden. Very easy.
He's got a little icon of the dead greed, not dead greed.
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Okay,
I'm-
dead greed
I-
is
yeah,
in the chat room right now, and I'm going to hear it.
Giant
used-
fanboy.
Oh, so Sal thinks that Deadpool is dead greed.
Yeah.
Handed in
It
your
actually comes out the day before my birthday on DVD. So happy birthday to me.
There we go. There we go. Hey, thanks for so much for coming today.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
me.
man. We'll
Yeah.
see you at BlizzCon. You're
If I
going
get a
either
ticket-
way, right? Or you're not going to go unless you get a ticket.
If I don't get a ticket, I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
You'll get a
I-
ticket.
Yeah, if I get a ticket, I will go. But if I don't get a ticket, I do have a backup plan to be somewhere else, and so
I did hear on a podcast I was listening to that if you go anyway, that there's tons of people that sell tickets on Craigslist at face value like that week before. People
I've-
that live locally that get stuck with tickets, they'll list them on Craigslist for like
I-
face value.
yeah, I've only been out there last year, and that's it. So I don't know anything about that. I want to make sure if I'm going,
Sure.
I
No, I
get
hear you.
it. So
I heard.
Right on.
Okay, well, thanks so much, and we will talk to you soon.
Draven, have a great
Alrighty.
one, man.
you
I'll
too.
play Heroes
Bye.
with you soon.
Good seeing you again.
Better.
Bye. Okay, we can talk to Draven for a long time, but we did need to wrap it up. It's about 10 till 10. So we can go ahead and talk about
Great.
Arts is not going to be here tonight because her kiddo is not feeling well.
So I'm not grabbing Nate.
That's too bad.
Right.
Get
So
well soon, kiddo. Get well soon.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so guys,
yeah,
there was a guild recruiting event over the weekend, raid team recruiting event Saturday at 6 p.m., I believe. From all reports, I was not there, of course, being out of town. But from all reports, everything that I've seen and heard from all the other event planning staff, it went absolutely phenomenally well. So big congrats to T and the rest of the event planning staff for pulling that off. Thank you to all of the raid leaders and potential raid members that showed up. We do have a link to a raid recruitment spreadsheet. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in chat, guys. It'll also be in the show notes, of course. But go ahead and check this out. If you're looking for a raid team right now, you know, Legion's coming up. Maybe your old team imploded. Maybe you're sick of them. Maybe they smell a little bit, and that's coming across in TeamSpeak. I'm just saying.
Wow,
I'm looking
man.
at you, Theory. Anyway, link in the chat. Link in the show notes. Guys, check that out. A lot of work was put into this event, and a lot of work. There is always, of course, the Raid Finder tool, but this is a little bit more personalized, little like really, really updated and cool place to find some stuffs about finding a raid team. So I think that's it for event planning.
Sure, let's get Nate in here.
Oh my gosh, Nate!
Kanate.
I love that guy. Canady?
Wow, it's been warm in here today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we boring you, Sal?
Yes.
Interesting.
No, it's just warm and.
What's going on, Nate?
What's up, guys?
Chilling, man. I feel like I haven't seen
Hey,
like in a month, bro.
I know. I'm sorry I missed last show. I was
Oh, it
not
has
feeling well. Wasn't...
So what's up, my man? What you got?
All right. First thing I've got. I have, for someone who maybe hasn't pre-ordered Overwatch yet,
Oh.
I have a early access beta key to give away.
Really? How early?
I think the few days. I think it starts.
Okay, the second
Yeah.
instead of the fifth. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
So, if you guys want that, here's what we're gonna do. While we're doing this segment, I want you guys to tell me which Overwatch character was forced to retire due to old age. Put it in the chat. I'll keep track of who's there, and I'll figure out how to give
Well.
it away at the end of this segment.
That's pretty cool, man.
So, while we're all doing that, let's talk about some raiding.
Cuddles, why are you guessing?
I haven't pre-bought Overwatch yet.
And it goes to Cuddles, the host of the show.
The host of.
No. Is that even right?
I don't
I'm
know,
not-
but
Well,
I'm
he's
not
looking
saying.
yet. He's doing the raid report, man.
That's literally a guess. Like, I don't know.
okay, let's let Nate do the raid report.
Okay.
Sorry, Nate. Cuddles is just misbehaving tonight.
I know he's really taken over for all the inappropriate things that have been said. Like, I haven't had to say any of them. It's been all him lately. It's kind of great.
That's what I do.
All right. Actually, I want to back up real quick. Thank you guys to our raid teams and our potential raiders who all came out to the raid recruitment event on Saturday. As lead raid liaison, I wasn't there. I worked from 11 p.m. to 3 p.m. from Friday night to Saturday afternoon, and then came home and passed out for about 3 hours, and then went back to work for 8 hours at 11 p.m. So it wasn't happening.
Hey, real life, man.
So anyway, raid report. Let's see. We've got the Troublemakers have Heroic Zul'Harrak down. They're now 9 of 13 heroic. We have Brotherhood of Fire getting Heroic Sokrathar down. They're now 12 of 13 heroic. We've got to Hardcores. They are now 12 of 13 heroic as well. They got Iskar, Velhari, and Manaroth down this week for the first time. Room with the Moose, they also got Heroic Sokrathar, and they're 7 of 13 heroic. And last but not least, Hydro Volunteer Fire Department got their first mythic kill. They got Hellfire Assault down. They're now 1 of 13 mythic. welcome to Mythic Hell. Because I hate Mythic Iron Reaver. So, that is all I have for raid reports, and I don't really think I have anything from the forums either. So, guys, make sure that if you want to shout out your raid team, I've got a channel set up in Discord for it on the Converted Discord. We've got a post on the Converted section on the forums, so go post in there and shout out your raid team. Tell us your awesome stories because we want to hear them. I know there's not a whole heck of a lot going on right now, but still want to hear about it. I'm hoping we're going to see an upswing in the next couple weeks with the Legion announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good
So, that is all I have this week. And looking at the chat room, we had a whopping 1 correct answer,
It better not be good. It's Wisconsin.
and it's Cuddles.
Don't give it
Epic
to me.
fail.
Yeah.
That's
Guys,
wow.
the answer was on the website. You could have looked.
Wow.
The answer was Reinhardt, by the way.
That's true. That's true. Any one of them could have Googled it.
So,
You know, who was the next best answer?
Bastion? What?
There is no next best. You either retired because you were getting old or you didn't.
I think Stone.
There is no next best.
I think Stone. The
I
other
was
one with the
thinking
white
Soldier
hair.
76.
yeah, Soldier
Yeah.
76 was a good guess, too.
I think that's a great guess. In fact, a winning one.
Is that who Cuddles is gonna?
Tracer's butt.
Tracer's,
Also,
Tracer's
that
butt
might
is
be the-
timeless and will never retire.
But Tracer's butt was retired.
all-
So-
No, it really wasn't if you saw the replacement pose.
Man.
Well, okay. Well, thank you so much, and good job, Cuddles.
Yeah. Thanks for winning the thing
it
that
to-
we hosted.
give
and
it
gave
to
away tonight,
Stone.
Cuddles.
Give it to Stone.
Is that your
Please.
final answer?
Yeah, give it to Stone.
That's a
Okay.
guilt giveaway. He's got a little attitude while he's doing it too. He's like,
Yeah, Diva was too old and got kicked out.
Right.
Hey, by the way, I actually like this weekend. Did anybody see what Uber did? I hope you're there.
Decisions have not been made yet.
okay.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, sir.
Yes.
But I did get a ticket, and
There
I did
you
spend
go.
all weekend rubbing it in and making fun of all the salty people.
The salt this year is real,
Oh my god!
more so
Look.
than the last couple years. But yeah, it is what it is.
All right, I'm sorry.
With Soldier 76 and Diva on Sunday. That was kind of cool. He would not let me wear his jacket. BT Dubs.
You going to BlizzCon, Nate? You got a ticket?
We'll see.
Oh, cryptic. Okay. Okay.
I hope you're there.
Decisions have not been made yet.
Okay.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, sir.
Yes.
But I did get a ticket, and
There
I did
you
spend
go.
all weekend rubbing it in and making fun of all the salty people.
The salt this year is real,
Oh my god!
more so
Look.
than the last couple years. But yeah, it is what it is.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go off on a minor rant here.
Uh-oh.
Like, people, stop being freaking entitled. You lost the BlizzCon ticket lottery. Boo-hoo. Stop having 4-hour wine fests on Twitter. I know it's cool. I know going to BlizzCon's cool. I
Says
understand.
Nate.
Who
got
has a
a
ticket?
ticket.
Who has a ticket?
I understand. Look, of my close group of friends, I'm the only one who got a ticket.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends who didn't get tickets either.
So,
But I blame
like,
them for the lack of communication because I was sitting there and I could have bought 4, but I didn't hear from anybody. But
Yeah. So
it is what it is. The thing about it is as people need to chill out because as it gets closer, there's always extra tickets. Like last year, people were almost like losing their money because they had 2 tickets they couldn't give away.
yeah.
In this guild, you're bound to find a ticket. Just kind of keep on Twitter, keep talking to people. Tickets pop up.
Yeah, I posted it in chat earlier, but in case you're not in chat and can't see it, lfblizzcon.com was set up by Elvine a few years ago, and they don't allow any tickets to be sold for more than face value. I think they factor in fees, so I think it ends up to be about $210.
Something like that.
But-
something like that.
that's a great resource for getting tickets. You know, keep an eye out on Twitter, on the forums, on Discord. Like, there's gonna be tickets.
There'll be tickets.
So you're gonna have an opportunity to go, and even
And
if
if you have
don't-
extra tickets, let us know at the Converted Podcast, and we'll let people know, and we'll put it out there for you guys. So if you have
We'll
extra
definitely get rid of them.
tickets, let us know.
I didn't even try to get a ticket, and someone offered me a ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't even trying, and I think at like 6:05 on Wednesday, I got a private message from a guildie that was like, "Hey, I got your ticket, bro." I'm just like, okay, thanks.
So that happens when you're kind of a big deal, like Sal and Cuddles. I actually tried, like everyone else listening to this podcast, I tried like you guys. I hit F5 like a madman, and I got the ticket the hard-earned way. I wasn't giving it, no one showed up at my doorstep with a free ticket.
Well, I'm
Oh, no, I'm
entitled
gonna
to
pay
these
for it.
things,
yeah,
right? As a millennial, I'm entitled to these things.
I will say that I definitely agree with the criticism. Universe sucked because I got in at 7 o'clock and 8 seconds. And that was the first one that got in, and I was just duplicating tabs and kept getting into queue. Every other window that I opened after the first one got in. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand the
Guys, don't-
salt with Universe.
Here's
but-
the great thing is, as tickets are really hard to come by Wednesday night and Saturday night when they sell them, but they're, like Bell said, it seems like the closer we get to the event, the easier it is to get a ticket.
There'll be people begging you to take their ticket.
Walk up there on Friday. I challenge you to not be able to get in. I mean,
Somebody
really.
will be like, "Hey, I got extra tickets. Here, boom. Here, give me a couple $100. Yours. Give me $100.
Yeah.
It's yours." Like,
Yeah, buy me a beer at the bar. Here's the ticket.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Take this ticket out of my hand. It burns.
I'll pay you to take this ticket from
Yeah.
me. Just take
No, but there was
All right.
definitely people going like, "Hey, my friend didn't show. He didn't get
Yeah.
a ticket. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm out $200 if I can't. It's definitely a thing."
Yep. All right. Well, Nate, thank you for everything, sir. Have a wonderful,
And thanks for your rant. I'm sure
wonderful
somebody
couple of weeks.
loved that.
Yeah.
Somebody needed
Yeah.
to say it.
Yeah. Send all hate mail to at Nate_CTR on Twitter.
I endorse that
Bring-
comment.
Bring me your salty tears.
Oh.
Um,
He's bottling
Actually-
them and selling them to pay for his BlizzCon tickets.
right. Actually, one more thing I do want to say real quick, guys. If you guys have any questions about signing up with a raid team or dealing with the website or any issues with your raid teams, give me an email at ctrraids@gmail.com and we can take care of it. Or you can just contact me directly on Twitter. That's fine. And I'll get on top of it because I know that we've been having a lot of website issues lately and I want to get those resolved, and I want to make sure that you guys know that we are here to listen to your problems. This isn't just, you don't have to be like, "Oh, my roster doesn't work, let me scream into the void." No. Yeah, I'm here. You can help. You can message
free
me
to
and I'll
scream.
get you taken care of.
Yeah.
Right on.
Cool. Good
Well,
stuff.
thank you so much, Nate.
All right, guys.
Take it easy,
have a great 2 weeks.
All right,
Toodles.
see you then.
See you
Take
soon.
care.
ya.
Yo, Nate came spitting hot fire tonight.
I like it. I like it a lot. I totes approve.
Okay, so announcements. Let's see. First one, you want to talk about the Minnesota meetup?
Yes, very quickly, guys. If you have not heard about it, coming up for the World of Warcraft movie, you can go to wellplayedparty.com. That's wellplayedparty.com. Find out all of the things about Saturday, June 11th at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Central? That's weird. In Shakopee, Minnesota. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We will be meeting up and watching the World of Warcraft movie all together. We actually bought out an entire theater. Guys, it's going to be awesome. There's a meetup at the Mystic Lake Casino on Friday. Saturday, after the movie, we're going to go to Valley Fair. There's going to be all sorts of things going on. Mr. Pat Crane and the Well Played Party are hosting this one up. So go to wellplayedparty.com, check that out. I myself will be there, as will about, I think, over 100 other guildies have RSVP'd that they will be there. So imagine, how cool it's going to be to see this Warcraft movie with a bunch of, other Warcraft nerds and then take that idea, wad it up, and realize that it's crap, and then come to Minnesota and watch it with 150 of your guildies.
Ooh.
And it's going to be an incredible. That's like BlizzCon opening ceremony sort of feels. Like, come check this out. The great thing is if you can make your way up there, the movie ticket is free. So, yeah.
That's not bad.
Make your way to Minnesota and save $10 on a movie ticket.
Right. Spend a couple $100 on a flight and a hotel, and that's good.
Yeah,
But
just make it happen. $500 to see a free movie. Oh, so Sal, I think you have something to talk about.
Yeah, sure. We got an email from Smooth Knight. It's Smooth Knight, like Knights of the Round Table. Smooth Knight wants to invite anyone listening to this to feel free to join his Discord server that is all about Legion Dungeons. Smooth Knight is his name, and he can be found in the CTR Discord. He's hoping that Horde and Alliance both will want to run all kinds of dungeons. For example, if someone's on their lunch break and wants a quick pug, you hop into Discord, and Bob's your uncle. Look for Smooth Knight in Discord. We were talking about the Well Played Party, right? And we have some questions right now. Dr. Pope came in. Hello. And so let's talk about parties at BlizzCon. Con Before the Storm. Okay. Our friends at Con Before the Storm are hoping to get their awesome party funded. If you haven't been to this party, it is always really, really, really good. I'm definitely going to be helping fund this party. I really enjoyed it this past few years. Check them out at conbeforethestorm.com. Okay. And yes, the Well Played Party Kickstarter will happen. We're going to announce more about that in June. But right now, we really want our friends at Con Before the Storm to kind of have the spotlight when it comes to getting funded. Our timing is on purpose for this. So that's why we don't have our Kickstarter out right this moment. But, around maybe when the movie comes out, we're going to start talking about it. But we're getting ready, and the Well Played Party is going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
It'll be
gonna
huge,
be
baby. Huge.
Do you want to talk about the other Discords, Cuddles?
Yeah, speaking of Discords that I want to talk about, guys, go over to discord.com, or go over to not what I said, but what I'm going to say now, discord.converttораid.com, where you will find the Discord for the Convert to Raid podcast, the podcast that spawned a beautiful guild that most of you probably know about. Also, if you'd like to jump into the Discord for this show, that's going to be bit.ly/converteddiscord, where you'll find all sorts of wonderful and amazing things, and even a place to put your shout room chat outs. And now it's time for that thing
Shout room shout outs
that we're doing. Yeah. Do you have any regular shout outs from
Okay,
from other
while
places?
our shout room are giving our chat outs, come on, give us your shout outs, chat room. Yes, there we go. We do have a few that showed up via Twitter. So Totemly, who's going to be here really soon, says, shout out to everyone who tested Overwatch during its closed beta and the weekend. Also, shout out to Zoe Zazu for aardvarking. I don't know what aardvarking means, and I hope it's not sexual. Mosley says, shout out to the hosts for giving me a shout out in the last episode. So we're going to see Mosley pretty soon too, and that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's before we hit up our chat room shout outs now, please. Cuddles, you're distracting me right now, what you're doing.
All right. Jeez. From Tasia, shout out to Jules and all the work she does for the Well Played Party. Zeph says, shout out to the Mischief Moose. And wow, Mr. Stone says, shout out to my new kitten, Bob. He just killed my Iron Man, WTF. Well, meow. Stone, that's sad. How high level was it? We also had a shout out over in Discord that we actually reminded Sal to not forget, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and read it because it's in the shout out channel of our Discord channel, and it is from Tuli. Mr. Tully Bardeen, my favorite Swede, the sweetest Swede. Shout out to Draven. For when I met him at BlizzCon, he was a great friend. And giving him a virtual hug since he didn't want one.
Oh. Oh, man.
And also, shout out to Cuddles for being cuddly at PAX East.
I didn't know we had a shout out channel on our Discord. When did you make this? Only Thule apparently knows about it.
I don't think I did make it. I assumed you made it.
Be quiet and say your personal shout out.
Okay. My shout out this week, guys,
Can't do both.
is I know, right? My shout out this week, Duke and Thule for being incredible at PAX East. It was an amazing experience and a wonderful time. To all the guildies that gave me like information, recommendations, all sorts of stuff about PAX East. I had a blast, guys. If you can make it up there, if you're a video game fan outside of WoW, make it to PAX East. It was a really, really cool experience. I got to find out about a bunch of games that I probably wouldn't have heard of. Talk to a lot of people that I really like. It was an absolute pleasure to meet. And just generally had a good time. In addition to that, thank you to everybody that stops by my stream each and every night. A lot of you guys are from this guild, and I appreciate you all. Thank you for your support. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to Sal. Sal, you got any shout-outs for us this week?
I do have shout outs this week. I want to shout out to my D3 friends, specifically Dead Greed, the Grand Negus, and Ms. Mario Salsa. We're all getting ready for the new season on Friday for Diablo. So, what's up? Okay. Belschnickel?
I don't have any shoutouts because I've been playing the Division by myself for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, so you're not.
Kind of like a loner. So if you're playing the Division, come, let's play together, and then I can shout you out till the cows come home.
Okay, I want to know.
Yes.
Dead Greed just messaged me saying that we missed his shout out, and I don't see one from Dead Greed. And he's not someone that like lets something go. He'll talk about it forever.
Shout out to Dead Greed, best greed ever.
Yeah.
Shout out for whatever Dead Greed thinks he said.
Shout out to your boy, Dead Greed.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. he was shouting out himself.
I missed that. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
I am playing the Division by myself on the PC. Like I said earlier, there was someone that was supposed to play with me called Schmiggle Schmugget. And that may or may not happen here soon. But
her name might rhyme with Jerry Lawson.
Wow. Yeah. So if you want to play the Division, I'm all about that life right now, and let's play together. So that's my lack of shout out while at the same time plugging a game that I like to play with other people besides myself.
I appreciate you shouting out, not playing with yourself.
Kalani plays that.
Well, no, I think I have people that play that have kind of friended me, but they're all like max level. So they're all like level 30, and I'm like,
how far along are you?
I'm level 11.
I might be able to jump in with you, bro.
Oh,
I got a. Holla at your boy Cuddles. I think I'm around like 11 or 12 right now.
Oh man, we need to make this happen. Add me on Steam. But anyway, that's my lack of shout out tonight. So, yeah.
All right.
Let's wrap this up. Let's end this. Let's kiss this pig. Stick a fork in it, Cuddles. Let's.
We're kissing the pig, then sticking a fork in it?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're listening to the show on iTunes or Stitcher, take a few moments and give us a thumbs up or write us a review and tell us how we're doing. We will even give you a shout out. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. Leave us a comment and subscribe. If you'd like to join us live, look us up on twitch.tv/convertedpodcast. Sal, how can one of our guildies get on this wonderful show?
Any guildie is welcome to join in on the fun. I will say we're pretty crowded for the next few months, though, and that's a good problem to have. But you can email us at convertedpodcast@gmail.com. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com, and we will hook it up. Join us on our next show. That's May 9th with a very special guest. Mosley will be there. He's the one
Mosley.
that recently won the prize for Heroes of the Dorm, the bracket competition. We're going to be talking about all the Blizzard games, but he's going to come tell us about how that was. He was there live, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so 2 weeks we'll have it.
Cool. Good stuff.
Cool.
Right on. Well, I think that does it for tonight, guys. Say bye.
Take it easy, guys.
You can follow us on Twitter at converted_CTR.
And be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast.
Also, follow us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast, and join us live every other Monday at 7 p.m. server.
You can follow me at summer_sal
Cuddles at mullet863.
and Belschnickel at BelschnickelCTR.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really?
All right, guys. That is